19. Are we sure Sark is that good? Easy to call plays of him when you have a bunch of first round picks. But it's not. I agree with that. But it's not even that. Go look at the formations they were running with Devontae Smith. Like that guy's so talented as it is, but they were doing push passes to him on jet sweeps and stuff like that. We have yet to see anything that creative here at Texas. Like I didn't actually. Let's talk about this. Did you see any wide receiver motion tonight?
Nope, just out of the backfield.
That was go watch that Alabama team with Devontae Smith. They ran motion almost every single play they ran, almost every single one. So I don't understand what has happened at that. That's so what Lincoln Riley and Steve Sarkisian were known for running very simple plays with a lot of pre-snap motion to confuse the defense and get them in the look that they're in, or get them to show you the look that they're in so they can diagnose the play before it actually happens. He's not doing that anymore. And I don't understand why. I don't know if Quinn Ewers isn't good enough at this point to run that offense, but it's really not that confusing to a guy on offense. All it is a bunch of window dressing. So I'm confused. I just don't know why it's not happening. It's actually
we completely abandon everything that we that works.
Yeah, what this kind of reminds me of, to be honest with you, is when Tom Herman came in, the man was hired because of his offensive play calling. He doesn't even call plays anymore. So it's like Steve Sarkisian, I know, is calling the plays, but it's like you got hired because of that offense at Alabama, which was a lot of simple stuff with creativity done in behind it. And if you didn't do creative stuff before the play was called, then it was more complex stuff. And it was also read and get the ball out of their hand as quick as possible. That is still kind of happened. I'll give him credit on that. But Quinn Ewers hasn't been as effective as that because he's not accurate, guys. Like the last, 3 to 4 games, his completion percentage is probably close to 50%, maybe. It's bad. So I understand that's probably the one aspect that he has kept, but also you have to go one or two ways, in my opinion. He either has to get everyone involved equally and stop game planning around 2 players, or if you're going to game plan around 2 players, force feed them until the game is over, which he didn't even do. He gave the ball to Bijan Robinson 12 times. So if you're going to do that, give him the ball at least 35 times. Even if it goes for 70 yards, at least you said, this was my guy, this was the game plan, and it didn't work, which you can't even say that now because you're not even giving him the ball enough.
And credit to the inconsistent play caller, PK, in this game. He was consistently bringing pressure all game long, and defense rose to the occasion. So the one everybody's been complaining about in our defensive play caller actually stood up to the plate today and knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, and the pressure wasn't just like the same old pressure. He would bring different exotic pressures, a lot of nickel blitzes, which I like. Ryan Watts finally he stood straight up and hit him like he should have done versus Bryce Young, but he didn't. But yeah, it's been good. The defense has, and PK has gotten better in his system. I think they've started learning system, and it's gotten better. So I have no complaints there. His job is clearly safe. Now we got to get the offensive side of the ball figured out. Tony, and good to see you in here. Sorry, Tehran. Sorry, good to see you in here. I've seen you in here last year. I haven't seen you much this year. My main concern is that the vision we were seeing last year isn't as clear now. The defense has improved by leaps and bounds, which I guess is a good sign. Yeah, 100%. That's definitely a good sign. And I think the offense again has the capability, and you do see flashes. That's the good thing, is at least you're seeing the flashes. We just need to be able to understand our offense better. And that's the thing with Sark. I don't know if he 100% understands the personnel he has. It may not be the personnel you want, and that's fine because you don't have all your guys in there, but it is the personnel you're working with right now. So adjust your scheme to the players you have now. And then when you get the players in you want, then run the scheme you want. But that could be an issue. I don't know. It's very confusing to me because we have the talent. You see it flash again multiple times. I think that's what's so frustrating with the fans is you see it in one game and then you don't see it in another. You see it in a quarter and then you don't see it in another. To be honest, we didn't see it at all tonight. This is the first game in Steve Sarkisian's tenure I can think where we didn't see any flashes in a game. Even in the Iowa State game where we got killed last year, we saw flashes. We saw nothing tonight from the offense. Legitimately nothing.
Even if you're going to sit there and completely be heralded as one of the best play callers in the nation, you have to be able to structure an offense around what you got.
100%.
And he's just not doing it.
No, he's not.